Morning everybody, welcome to another edition of Webby Sports Roundup. It is the football show that you've all been waiting for. We never had one last week because I was at the bookies in Portacolon in Hops and Grapes for 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I've got me two pals back. Number two, Terry, how are you, big man?
I'm good, mate.
How's Liverpool, okay? We'll keep that quiet before he says anything. Here's here's big Simon.
All right, Simon. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Still top of the league.
Yeah, you're still, yeah. Listen, I'm glad you had a nice shave for
me.
No trophies.
Glad you had a shave for me. I've had me shave, right. You'll wonder why I'm wearing this. You'll know in a couple of minutes' time. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Webby Sports Roundup. It is free. I'm in sunny Tenerife, and I'm a massive Coventry City football fan. And we're talking about the FA Cup in a couple of minutes' time. You know, don't you? PUSB, play up Sky Blues. Comment down below, and don't forget Foggy is my number 99. He's a big Tottenham fan. Don't say nothing.
I'm not.
You're not going to say nothing at
all.
No,
I'm not.
He is the main
He's
man.
my mate.
He does my Facebook page, Webby Sports Roundup. Get on and give him some love. Right, today's conversation and content. As I drop me pen on the floor. Right, we're going to be talking about FA Cup semi-finals. We're going to be talking about the friendlies, England on Brazil and Belgium over the weekend. The squad, who's in, who's out, who do these boys think should be in, who shouldn't, who's in and who should be out. Talking about the points deduction of Nottingham Forest and Everton, why 4, why 6, what the situation is. The Euros, are we going to win it or are we going to lose? I think we're going to win it. Southgate, in or out? I know what these boys are talking about already. And there is an over 35s tournament as well. And I asked the big man Simon to check it out. Fingers crossed he's done a little bit of homework for me. And the big thing again, Championship. Leeds United, Leicester or Ipswich. Who is going to win the league? I've got my point of view. Terry's probably got his point of view, and I know the big man's got his point of view. And there's one or two other bits and pieces. Talk about one or two of the Premiership games from last weekend. And we're going to kick off, first and foremost, FA Cup semi-finals. There was 4 quarter-finals last week. And if you've just had your head buried in the sand, you will know that Coventry, my boys, went to Molineux and beat them by 3 goals to 2. An absolute phenomenal game, and that's the reason why I'm wearing my shirt. Webby number 1, and I got me blue hat on. Now you saw the game, big man. What do you think of the Sky Blue Army?
I think the fans were brilliant. You know, the fans were brilliant. You know, you even when you were 2-1 down, you know, I was texting you at the time and saying you didn't deserve to be. You were playing that well. It looked like you was going to beat them easy. And it was heartbreaking when they scored and went 2-1 up with so little time left. But the way you came back into it in extra time, I think the fans gave you the 12th man. You know, they always say you need a 12th man. Yeah, sure. And I think your fans were amazing. You know, and I think it was a good game of football. This is why we love the FA Cup, because it's what it does. It throws up these ties, right, that everybody thought, oh, Wolves against a Championship side, Premiership Championship side, it's going to be done, dusted, boom, boom, easy game. And the only one out of 4 I didn't see was the City Newcastle one. Okay. So, for me, the Wolves Coventry, the Leicester Chelsea, the Man United Liverpool, 3 great games of football, and dished up what the FA Cup always promises.
I thought that Chelsea-Leicester, I did see quite a lot of that, and they were 2-0 down, they got back to 2-2, the fans brought them back, then they had Callum Dawes sent off, the ex-Coventry City player, we got him from Sunderland, and it was a silly tackle on him, just on the edge of the box.
And cost them the game.
Yeah, cost them the game. Yeah, for sure, cost them the game.
Should have took him out inside the box.
Yeah.
Then he would have been sent off.
That's right, I know. Yeah.
Because they had the impetus at that point, Leicester. That they was on it, and you thought yourself, bloody hell. So you think this could go the other way here?
With the good sides in the Championship, there's not a big load of difference on their day, but they cannot do it consistently, but they don't have the big enough money and the big enough squad to do it,
But it's the hardest league in the world to get out of. Listen, we talk about, right, our leagues in England, how good they are, right, how good they are. You go into that Championship, some get out a year or 2 later, but some, it's so hard. You look at the Spanish second division or the Italian second division or the French second division, rubbish. Rubbish, right?
Agreed.
But this Championship is difficult. difficult league to get out
the
of.
Championship, in terms of numbers of fans, gets more fans than Spanish La Liga.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
No, I heard that last week as well.
Right?
Yeah.
Because there's some big clubs in the Championship.
And big followings. Sunderland,
We got the
massive, 40 odd thousand.
Middlesbrough,
Sunderland.
they have 25,000 season ticket holders. It's phenomenal. You know what I
West
mean?
Brom have got a good gate.
Yeah. Again, you got Leeds, Ipswich.
Leeds got a massive gate.
Leicester, 32,000 every week.
Ipswich.
There's some big clubs in that Championship.
Very big, they are.
Big clubs.
So before we go on to the Championship, because I did ask you to check out Leeds United for me, because we got a lot of Leeds followers and what have you. Obviously, the Sunday game, all right, not good for Terry, but Man United Liverpool, another quarter-final, is one of the biggest two-team clubs games you'll ever see. It is that big,
worldwide.
It is that
It doesn't matter where you are. You could be in Thailand, you could be in China. It's absolutely massive.
Why did Liverpool not win that quarter-final?
It's very simple. If you don't put the ball in the onion bag, you don't win a game of football. Now, the first half, Man U come out of the traps like they should do. And they scored. Fair play. First 20 minutes, they were the better team. Second half, we went in at half-time 2-1 up. And then second half, we were playing 30, 40 passes together. And we just weren't finishing them off.
No.
And I think halfway through the second half, about 70 odd minutes maybe, I think we had a 5-on-2.
And
we
saw it.
And we ballsed it up.
Yeah.
And I said to Alan, who was sitting with me in the pub, I went, do you know what? If we don't start putting this ball in the back of the net, because it was so comfortable that second half.
Yeah, it was.
That they look knackered, Man United, even though they had a week off, 8 days off. And we've been away playing our game in Europe. But we didn't finish them off.
No.
And when they scored right at the end, of all bloody players, just come on and score a goal and start giving it the old badge treatment. First goal all season, cost 80 million quid. And then second half,
Anthony,
we scored the third goal, and I thought, that's it, let's just close up shop. But I think it's very naive to go up like we did for a corner, when we didn't have to go up for a corner and leave ourselves short at the back. Right, when the game was just drifting out for the pens. Right. But fair play to Man United. I mean, they've had the open top bus out all week behind the old Wally train going around the resort. And as a Man City fan said to me, as a Man City fan said to me,
don't start sour grapes on this show, big man.
Not sour grapes. As a Man City fan said to me the other day, he said, that result is great for Man City because it's the easiest way for us to win the trophy this season.
Let me tell you something. You got to get past my club, all right? I don't care what you say.
I think you'll beat Man United. I think what I saw the weekend against us, if that's the best they can play, and let's face it, Man United never beat Liverpool. No. Liverpool beat themselves, right? Okay. If you turn up like you did against Wolves,
up for it. With the crowd, we imagine 34,000.
One-off game, mate. One-off game.
34.
One-off game at Wembley.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you'll be up for that big time.
Well, right? As you did know, Coventry playing Man United in the semi-final, and obviously Chelsea, Man City, the other semi-final on the 20th and the 21st of April. Which one comes first? I don't think it's been decided
yet. It may be worth having a fiver. If you got a fiver to throw away. On a Chelsea Coventry final. Because I think that would be the one the fans least expect. But I think,
and the bookies.
But I think the only team that will beat City now is probably Chelsea if Chelsea turn up on the day. Because they are sometimes good. But more than often they're not as good than they should be. But then obviously Coventry, I can't see Coventry turning up getting stuffed.
Well, I certainly hope not. I mean, the fans, we do have one of the best fans. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. They do. Listen, I've missed 2 games all season, and the fans away, they just sing from start to finish.
They do sell their allocation, don't they, Coventry? They sell their allocation.
The allocation just gets done within 2 or 3 hours. We have got a good following, and with the new owner, Doug King, and obviously Mark Robbins has been there for 7 years, new contract last year.
Well, that's another thing. You've got Robbins, ex-Man U, playing against Man U. That comes into it, doesn't it?
That comes into it, of course it does.
There was always talk about, obviously, he kept Alex Ferguson's job, wasn't it, when they beat Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup.
That's what I said about Ten Hag, right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, listen, we played Man United last season, right, and we lost there 2-1. And then we beat them at home 7-0. So on a one-off game, to give an example, we played Bournemouth last season, beat them 9-0 at home. We lost 1-0 away. And a one-off game, anything can happen. I think if it was over 2 legs, you play Man United, I think they'd do you over the 2 legs. But one-off game, anything can happen, innit?
My old man has always said, It's whoever turns up on the day.
Yeah.
From when it's a one-game shootout, it's whoever turns up on the day.
But you should be going back for it.
Well, the reason, listen, I've told everybody on the vlog, the reason I cannot go back is because I've got 4 grandchildren.
You can go back anytime. You're retired.
No, I know. But then I got.
You're a man of leisure, aren't you?
Listen.
Hey?
But my 5th grandchild is on its way, and it's due on the 20th and the 21st of
We'll
April.
go back 2 trips.
Yeah, I know. It's not, listen,
Go back for a week.
I've been offered tickets. I've been offered.
You're mad.
Place to stay.
Me and Si were talking about this before we come on it, and we reckon you've probably got about 5 years left on this planet, mate, before you. Right? So you're not going to get many times to go to Wembley, are you?
Just go, mate.
Just go.
Oh dear, I love you.
You're retired,
I
aren't
love
you?
you
You're
so
not on
much.
Benefit Street, are you?
You could go to Cheltenham, book in your normal hotel there, and just get the train up to London on the day and get the train back.
Yeah, I know, family first, and I don't think Dawn would have...
Get away from the missus, mate, as well.
Dawn can go with you.
It's got to go Wembley.
The computer and Dawn says no.
If you didn't know that Dawn's here with Buster and Christine and Nico looking after him, so Dawn, watch his leg, please, love. So, listen, it is what it is. So, right, listen. So, FA Cup semi-final, Chelsea, Man City, 20th, 21st of April, and Coventry, Man United. So, PUSB, big boys, play up Sky Blue.
I'd just hope they're 2 great games. That's all I want to see. 2 great games.
Now, we were talking about Leeds United. Now, I've asked you, do me a favour and check on the Championship before we move on to the Premiership again. Now...
Well, as you can see, everyone, the book's back. Because he still hasn't bought us our iPads.
Leeds United.
I ain't got a book, mate. I've got nothing.
Exactly. It's all in your mind. You're clever. So I'm old.
Leeds United are top of the Championship now. You got a few months ago. You had Southampton there. You had Leicester winning, leading by about 7, 8, 9 points. They've dropped. They got 3 games on the bounce. They just come back now. In Ipswich, they won 7-0 against was it
6-0 Wednesday?
6-0 Sheffield Wednesday last Saturday, and they're absolutely flying now. Conor Chaplin scoring goals against Coventry, Oxford United. So the point in question is, who is going to win the Championship? It's down to those 3 in it. It looks like Southampton's on a bit of a drop.
Yeah. Leicester on a bit of a drop.
Yeah.
But they got a game in hand, Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a game in hand. Yeah. But at the end of the day, Leeds United, what do you reckon, big man?
You just said, right, go back 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Now, New Year's Day, around that area, Leeds were 17 points behind Leicester. 17 points. Now, that's a lot of points, right?
Yeah.
It's 10 weeks, isn't it? What are we now, 20th of March or something like that?
Excuse me, yeah.
So it's 10, 11 weeks, right, since New Year's Day. And they've obviously, Leicester have dropped 17 points, but Leeds have picked up 17 points.
Yeah.
And they've gone top of the table. Leicester have got a game in hand. And there's a lot of talk about it. I like Nonto. For me, that is exciting.
He's very exciting.
You know, that William Nonto. He is so exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Right? That pace is explosive.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I've got a mate from primary school, Colin Babb. He's a cricket writer. He writes a lot about cricket.
Colin Babb?
Yeah, Colin Babb. Yeah, same as Phil Babb.
Phil Babb is playing for Coventry.
And he's supported Leeds since we was at primary school, right? Yeah. And I've got another fellow on the island, Big Dave Edwards, does quizzes around the island, big Leeds fan.
Okay.
Now, I've spoke to Dave and Colin about Nonto, and I think that Nonto is so exciting to watch. But the Leeds fans have got another player in mind, Jorginho Rutter.
Yeah, Rutter. Yeah.
Right, the French boy that had to go to Germany to learn his trade. He went from Rennes to Hoffenheim. Yeah. And I think they spent a lot of money on him, about 30-odd million Leeds paid for him.
Yeah.
This season, so far, in 2024, his stats are unbelievable, right? He's created 26 chances.
Yeah.
He's done the most take-ons, 42, right? He's created 26 chances, right?
Yeah.
And the only thing I'd say is he needs to add more goals to his games. If he can add more goals, he will be exciting. How good he can be, I don't know. I haven't watched that much of him, but the Leeds fans, they're really happy with him. They are buzzing about him.
Do you remember the start of the season? I think we'd done a video around the corner, and Kevin Middlesbrough was saying about Rutter, what a waste of money. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
Useless and whatever. Why they pay that much money for him? So...
He's turned it around.
Now, this year, he's turned it around. Honestly, I've had to write it down because I couldn't believe his stats myself. And the Leeds fans are saying he's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
I think the momentum's with Leeds, let's face it, right? I mean, they were saying Christmas time, Leicester could get the most points ever in the Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that's how bad their form's dropped off.
Yeah.
Right. Ipswich seem to have one dodgy game in about 10.
Yeah.
Right. So they're up there, all in the top 3 all season.
Yeah.
Southampton went up from near the bottom, and they've sort of not crept up, but they've gone up. They've had a few dodgy results.
Yeah.
So the way the season's pan out is Leeds to lose, I think, because they've got the momentum.
They got the
momentum. I think you're right. With 10 games left or 9 games left, whatever it is, you're right. The momentum is with Leeds, and like we know. Now the ball's in their court. They can only lose it. It's theirs to lose.
But if they come up as champions or second place or whatever, they got to get rid of the manager.
Yeah.
Because he's a good manager bringing like Norwich
in the Championship.
Yeah.
But he can't do it in the Premier League. He can't do it. Hasn't he been found out twice? Was it Norwich?
Yeah, twice with Norwich.
Twice with Norwich. Huddersfield?
Huddersfield, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Was it Huddersfield?
Or was that Wagner?
Yeah,
that was Wagner. Wagner. Yeah.
No, twice he come up with Norwich.
And twice he got.
They sort of pissed the league twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
And obviously, come up, went straight back down again. So will they take a punt and think, right, he's not a Premiership manager? Do we get rid of him?
And go and get someone else.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't
it? Yeah. Difficult.
Right. Away for the champs. Let me just go back to this Coventry Wolves game. I've got to do it.
Go on. It's all right.
When Coventry scored their first goal, how long did it take VAR? It was 5-6 minutes.
Well,
I just want to do that very, very quickly before we take the show further.
Yeah. But we can go from this straight on to VAR.
Okay.
Because for me, at best, it's inconclusive.
Yeah.
So you watch it 2 times and you just say we can't see.
Can't see.
Because you know what I'm going to say. If it was Arsenal, the goal's disallowed.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens.
Yeah.
Inconclusive. That's all that to say.
Yeah.
So we can't deny the goal. The refs give the goal. Let the ref make the decision. It's a goal.
Yeah.
And you're right. 6 minutes.
Yeah, it was 6. Yeah.
6 minutes.
Phenomenal. You could have made a cup of tea, made a bit of breakfast.
Could have had a sandwich in that time.
Yeah.
It all.
Yeah. It was the same in the West Ham game.
That's exactly where I want to go. Go there, Tel. Go there.
Was that 6.5 minutes?
Yeah. The Antonio one. The Antonio one where
Souček.
At the end.
He's now player of the year back home in his country.
Czechoslovakia.
For the 3rd time. Phenomenal.
No. Well, like you said, I turned that game off to watch FA Cup games, right? But the Antonio one, where it got disallowed, and it hit him on the badge thing, but they're saying it could have hit here. Well, it could have, so it's inconclusive. But they disallowed the goal.
Terrible.
And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I wrote it down here.
The refereeing standard this season, since Howard Webb's been running the PGM, bloody whatever.
Be careful.
Right,
leave my uncle alone. Be careful.
It's gone backwards.
Listen, it ain't going forwards,
It's gone backwards, mate. I mean, I'm not whinging from a Liverpool point of view, but the one against City the other week, every single person.
The Doku.
Yeah. Right?
Hey, he's whinging.
It's not.
I know, I agree with you.
I was listening to ESPN Sports this morning, and they had Frank Leboeuf on there and Craig Burley.
Frank Leboeuf,
ex-Chelsea. And they were doing the Premier League table, and they said, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, Howard Webb in 4th spot. Right? Taking the piss because they're saying the decisions he's made this year.
Gotcha.
It's costing all the other teams points. I just.
And all you get is an apology on Monday morning. I'm sorry.
Listen, we've got a lot of content to go through.
Michael Owen, mate, what's the point?
Yeah.
We've only got 6 hours to go, so we've got a lot of content to go through. So we've done a bit of VAR, we've done the FA Cups, etc. Just very quickly onto the Premiership games. I know there was only a few last week. I want to skip through them. Burnley beat Brentford 2-1. Brentford are on a bit of a nosedive.
A very bad nosedive.
Nottingham Forest was 1-1. Luton
last minute again, Luton. Last minute, they love it. They absolutely love it.
Fulham beat your rivals Tottenham by 3-0.
My friends.
Yeah, you're a happy bunny.
Yes.
And West Ham, as we say, drew with Villa by 1 goal apiece. They're the top 3 in the Premiership. All played 28. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, 28 games. So we've got 64, 63 points. Absolutely super.
Neck and neck. Can't call it. You can't call it.
It's phenomenal.
No.
And bottom of the table now with obviously points deducted, which we'll talk about in a minute. Luton, they've all played 29 apart from 28 Sheffield United. 22, 21, 17 and 14 points. And there's Everton. There's 1 or 2 clubs still in that mire that could drop into the bottom 3. So it's going to be one of the greatest premierships to me that I've seen for many years.
It's going to be good.
Everton and Brentford.
I think the top 3 it could come down to goal difference.
But this is the thing.
Who's your, right? Listen,
this is the thing that everyone's saying. You know that.
Who's your last game of the season?
Well, it depends what they do to us.
Okay.
At the moment, it's Everton.
Okay.
But they're talking about chucking the Chelsea game, yeah.
Oh, the old Tony Adams, remember that one?
Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
What do you mean, chucking the Chelsea game?
Well, because Chelsea have got so far in the FA Cup, we were supposed to play them at the weekend on the 16th. That's why the lads was over.
Yeah,
right. They're supposed to play on the 16th. They cancelled it because of the FA Cup. Now they've gone further again. They're trying to jig it in for May.
Yeah.
You got April, yeah.
Right.
You know, but they're saying, you know, they're just...
Okay, right, let's move on. If you just joined the channel, my name's Paul Webb. I have my own YouTube channel, which you're on now, WEBBY'S Sports Roundup, here in the sunny island of Tenerife, in the south, in my manor, Slovakia.
How many pubs you had?
I have 3 pubs in 30 years I've lived here. Thanks, Terry. He said I haven't brought it up for a long time. You monkey, I tell you.
Oh, God.
Dear me. This one, number 2, Terry, is a Cockney Liverpool fan, as for his sins. And we got Big Gooner Simon, absolutely superb. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It is for free. Like it as well and subscribe. Any comments down below goes to my Tottenham number 99. He does my Facebook page. He is the business. So give Foggy some love, please. Right.
Especially you Fulham fans, give him some love. John Breen, give him some love. Dazza.
Right. We'll leave the Euros for a couple of minutes. Let's talk a little bit about points deduction. Listen, I think it's too much for us to talk about, Teddy.
It's not.
But the Financial Fair Play League, it's all down to money in, money out.
But is it?
Well, listen. So
is it?
At the start of the season, Everton was the first. They got deducted 6 points. 10. Was it 10? They got deducted 10.
We've got to give them 4 back.
Then they give them 4 back. Obviously, they went to a tribunal and whatever.
An appeal,
They appealed, they inquired, and they got 4 back to 6. So how does that happen? And then within the last 10 days, for 7 days, then you got Nottingham Forest. They've lost 4 points now, and that puts them into the bottom 3. It's all to do with this Johnson. They were going to sell him at a certain date. They left it till the summer. 13 million. He's worth more. Except
but no,
it's gone beyond a joke to me.
Right. So before we go to the big hitters, because I've put on my notes. FFP, mine and Terry's favourite department, our favourite talking point. We love it, right?
All right.
And so you're talking about Forest, right?
Yeah.
Getting the deduction for Brendan Johnson.
Yeah.
Now Brendan Johnson, Bournemouth put an offer in of 30 million or 32 million, right?
Yeah.
Forest knew he was worth more than that.
Yeah.
They had to bank, I think, in the region of 10 million before a certain date.
Okay.
But they didn't want to sell to Bournemouth for that little money when they knew Tottenham was going to come in and pay more money.
In the summer.
Now, Tottenham paid 45 million for him. So it's an extra 15 million to the club, right? Which is important.
Yeah, of course.
But they were 10 days too late to bank the money.
Okay.
So they got the fine. There's nothing. They got the points deduction. There's nothing wrong with that. The laws are the laws.
Yeah, of course.
Right? The same as with Everton. They made a mistake. They've been sanctioned.
You're going to get caught one day, aren't you?
They've been sanctioned.
Well, yeah.
But let's now talk about the big hitters who haven't been sanctioned.
But why? Hang on. What about before you go to big hitters? Obviously, Man City's the other ones of the world. But what about your Everton that went 10 points deduction and got 4 points back? They must all know. They got lawyers. They got the top lawyers.
Well,
in the world.
you know
they
why?
Must know what's going to happen.
You know why they've given 4 points back?
Because
they're going to take them again in a minute because they've got another charge.
Yeah.
But if they took 10 and then give them another 6, that's automatic relegation. Yeah, you can't get 16 points deducted and stay in the Premier League.
Just take 9 points, go into administration. That's the most they can give you is 9 points.
Well,
just put everything in administration. If they turn around and dock Everton another, say, 4 or 6 points, say they get another 6 points and they can't appeal it. In theory, they've been docked 12 points. Just say, right, we're going to administration, we'll take the 9 points. Because I look at the lower league clubs and they're dock points left, right, it's done straight away, bang, Reading,
Wigan,
Derby,
Reading,
Birmingham,
Derby,
all these clubs
smashed.
Right? Our Premier League, come the summer, it's going to be a shambles because the table will finish after 38 games and all of a sudden Forest might put an appeal in, they might get 1 point back. Everton put an appeal in, they might get another point back. All of a sudden, Luton, who finished probably a point outside the relegation zone,
are banging trouble.
They might drop down in, then all of a sudden they get a point. The old things are shambles, and I blame the Premier League.
Yeah, it's their fault,
because the Football League seemed to do it. Reading have been done a few times. Wigan, as I said, Birmingham, Derby, I think Sheffield Wednesday. All these clubs, they're done, and it's done early.
The owners are going to panic like hell.
But ain't it been shocking since Scudamore was in charge? That Scudamore geezer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mate. Listen, it's that.
And then the new one,
Richard Masters.
Yeah,
that joker.
Is that the one who's in now?
Yeah, it looks like the fell off Dragon's Den, mate.
The one who the government called into that meeting and said, "You've docked Everton and now you've nicked Forest. Tell us why Man City haven't been charged." And his answer was, they've got a date for the hearing. She went, "Well, can I have that date?" He said, "No, I can't give you that date."
Yeah.
Well, why can't you give us the date? Because it hasn't been set yet, but you've just said it's been set.
Talk Sport's your friend. They're on there every day talking about
Crazy.
the same. Obviously, when everything got done.
Yeah.
To give you an example, I was listening to it a couple of days ago and I had Tony Bellew on there, the boxer.
Yeah.
And obviously he's a big
Everton fan.
Massive fan.
Yeah.
And he said, "How do you work this out?" He said, "Yes, we know we've done wrong. We've held our hands up from
That's
the
right.
off."
Yeah, that's the
and
reason
said,
why.
We've done wrong.
That's why they got
Right?
them points back. They said they've done wrong.
Right,
They put their hands
okay,
up.
so they got done 10 points.
Yeah.
They've admitted from the off they've done wrong. They got 4 points back. Nottingham Forest, not being funny, you could be a blind man, you could be Stevie Wonder, and you could see signing about 40-odd players, whatever they were signing, they were spending more that's coming in, and they were going over. They never cooperated from the off, and they only got 4 points.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and they're
So what you're saying is one rule for one and one rule for
their
another.
amount of money they went over their thing was more than Everton.
Yeah, you gotcha.
So they spent more than Everton over the budget. They never cooperated, and they've only got a 4-point reduction.
Yeah.
Everton cooperated.
Yeah.
They've spent less than Forest.
And got 10
over,
points.
And got 10. They've got 4 back.
It's not the point, is it?
I think we're going to have to go to one of their meetings, aren't we?
Well, we should be invited.
Do you know what? Going on to the funny while we're on the subject, I look at football at the moment, and as a fan, I'm actually getting disillusioned with football.
Yeah.
I look at Newcastle. Newcastle are officially the richest club in the world.
Okay.
But under this so-called...
Because of the owners.
Yeah, but yeah, because of the owners. But then again, that's your business. It's your owners who own you.
Yeah.
You're either a poor owner or a rich owner.
Yeah.
They've been given all this wealth, and the poor buggers can't spend it.
No.
Because they're going to breach financial fair play.
Yeah.
Chelsea have come in, this Todd Bowley, and I forget the 7-year contracts, because if that's the case, Newcastle could do 7-year contracts, right? Everyone would be doing 7-year contracts. Chelsea have come in, and they've been spending money that's going out of fashion. I don't know what they've been spending money on, by the way. And they're not in breach at the moment of financial fair play, but it's only a matter of time. And they've got to sell at least £100 million of players by the end of June. If not, they're going to be in breach. So when the table finishes the end of the season, where are Chelsea going to be in it? Because if they breach it, and everyone knows they're going to breach it, but I just go back to Newcastle. I think it's totally wrong that they've got all this wealth and they cannot spend it. Because if you go back 20-odd years when the Russian bought Chelsea, the reason Chelsea started winning trophies and whatever was to have allowed to spend whatever money they wanted on players. Then you've got the City fiasco. Everyone keeps asking, City. And I just think, what the hell?
Just remind us of the number of charges City have got. Just remind the crowd, remind the viewers.
115 charges, and out of that, bear in mind, apparently Forest didn't cooperate with the Premier League on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, that's right.
35 times apparently City have not cooperated with the Premier League.
There you go.
Now, if Forest have got just a 4-point reduction, not cooperated a couple of times, and City have not cooperated 35 times, why are we still waiting for the Premier League to get their finger out the backside? And because I've been listening to TalkSport, as I said, and Tony Bellew summed it up. He said, if we're getting this, Forest are getting this, Chelsea will get done. He said, personally, if I don't wake up in a few weeks' time and see City in the conference next season, I might as well just switch off watching football. Because there's something definitely going on, which is...
Well,
it is a bit of a joke, isn't it? Can we just move
it's
on?
just dragging on too long, Webby. It's dragging on. 115 charges over a year.
Just scrap it. And we all can just buy who we want.
Because if not, now they've took it to the House of Lords, the government, and they're going to get a regulator to watch every club. Well, that just made it worse.
Of course it is.
It's just going to make it worse. It's not even going to make it better.
The government can't regulate themselves, can they? Let alone football.
Exactly.
Right, listen, we could talk on this subject for a long, long time, and it's going to get us nowhere. We're just going to wake up every morning
and hope.
Talk sport and hope something happens, and we get to the financial situation.
It's a shambles, mate.
Yeah, it's a shambles. Right, let's move on very quickly to our last big subject. We got England in the Euros, Scotland in the Euros, coming in June and July of this year.
And Wales got a chance, haven't they?
Yeah.
They could play tonight. Finland.
Yeah, it's only a one-off game, isn't it?
Yeah, one-off game.
They've got to play
Qualifier.
another one after that if they win.
Poland
Yeah.
or Estonia, I think.
The point question is we've got 2 friendlies ourselves. We've got Brazil playing at 7 o'clock on Saturday night and 7:45 on Tuesday. We're playing Belgium. Now, with regards to the squad of last week, whether you like it or whether you don't, there's 1 or 2 players I think that are in the squad, but a lot of fans around the world that don't want them to be in the squad.
Southgate for you, mate.
Well, yeah, the thing is with Gareth Southgate...
Next Man U manager.
Yeah,
There's some good news.
Blinding. Blinding.
Best news I've had all year.
Telling you.
It's unbelievable. So basically, the squad was announced last week, and the big one I thought...
Jack Buckland?
Yeah, well, that was, I've got it down
I
here.
don't watch a great deal of
I've got it down
the...
here. Jack Butland,
yeah.
Rangers goalie.
Why is he not in?
Well, listen, I don't know, because you've got Ramsdale of Arsenal, no disrespect. He's not even playing, is he?
No.
So if he's not playing...
Well, we played the other day, but...
Car.
What a beer.
Come on, Tel. Drop me out, mate.
Jack
Come on.
Butler's playing every week, all right? We know Scottish Premiership, SPL, is not the best league in the world, but you're playing every week. He's playing in Europe, he's been to Benfica, etc., and he's getting game time, he's quality, he's a cracking goalie. I watch him, as again, a good friend of mine, Dave Watson, played for Barnsley. He's his mentor, looks after him and what have you, and gives him ideas. And why is he not in the 3 goalies? I don't know.
Is it his age? He's 31.
Yes, but what was
No, I'm not saying that it's old. I'm not saying it's old.
I know.
I'm just saying Southgate likes this youth policy.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah, of course.
He likes the youth policy, right?
okay.
He's brought a lot of young players in. Me and you had a chat yesterday.
Yeah.
Right, about the kid Manu, right?
Well, that's what I said. On the weekend, when Man United played Liverpool, on that Sunday, I'm a player watcher like you, as I said. What's he, 18, 19?
18, I believe,
18,
yeah.
I watched him, and I thought he was absolutely on the money. Outstanding.
Okay. Good
player.
Left foot, right foot, left foot. He played with it. He beat 2 or 3 Liverpool players as if they were standing still. And I said, why ain't he in the squad, irrespective?
Do you think he should be? Not being funny, he's probably played,
No,
what?
he's too young.
10 good games.
He's too young.
That was the reason why.
He's played, what, 10 games for Man U?
Okay, all right.
Give me an example. The lad at Luton. Ex-Chelsea.
Mount.
Barkley.
Mount.
Barkley.
Ross
Barkley.
No, Mason Mount's already in. Yeah.
I've been watching, right? I've been watching a lot of Luton this year, because
Yeah.
obviously I said they won't get 10 points,
Yeah,
right?
you did, yeah.
And I've not seen him have a bad game.
He's making the team tick.
He has been exceptional. And you would have thought Gareth Southgate on current form.
What age is Barkley now?
It don't matter. He's playing.
Well, as you said,
Yeah, if you're picking
He's playing-
Henderson,
yeah,
if
exactly.
you're picking
Oh, don't even
Henderson,
go down, no.
well,
Right.
well,
I got my views on that one.
yeah.
Yeah. He should be in the squad. Simple. Even if he's not part of the Euro
Who's
squad.
that?
Barkley.
Barkley,
He's been
okay.
playing exceptional all
He's
season.
been playing
right?
better than Henderson.
But they've only got so many players they can. He can
Yeah,
put in the
23 or
squad.
26.
23, 26, what have you. So if you put Barkley in, who'd you take
Henderson.
out? Then right, Liverpool. You're
Henderson's
Liverpool,
there
man.
for the experience,
Oh,
apparently.
go away.
That's the reason why.
What, and he got half a game for Ajax at the
I know,
weekend?
he's not
Half
even
a
playing-
game.
He's not even playing for him. But
Half a game.
Because it's experience. He has a good dressing room conduct with all the young players, and that's the reason
Well,
why.
that's-
Whether he should be there, I don't know. I'm still in cloud line. I don't know. I'm 50-50. You know what I mean? Listen, at the end of the day, as long as we got Bellingham and we got Declan Rice, so the two, as far as I'm concerned, the 2 best midfielders that England have, without any shadow of a doubt.
The first four on the team sheet,
Yeah.
right, is Saka, Foden, Bellingham, Rice.
Yeah.
Kane, 5.
Yeah.
Right, you're going to play Kane.
First side.
Come on, mate.
He's injured. He was injured,
Okay.
but he's gone with the team.
You know what's going to happen here, didn't you?
Go on.
When he announces that Euro squad,
Yeah.
right, I guarantee you now,
Calvin Phillips,
Calvin Phillips,
Yeah.
Marcus Rashford.
not being funny, Rashford scored the weekend,
So
but
what?
he missed 2 sitters.
So what?
He scored
He's
about,
been poor.
what, 7-8 goals this season, if
Yeah.
that.
He's been poor all
He
season.
should not be on that plane to Germany, right?
But he can do it when he's
yeah,
there.
but there's that. Listen, you
he's
play.
not consistent enough.
Also, what's the other one? Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
He can't take Grealish.
No.
He's had a shocking season. He's
Well,
not
they
been
reckon they're going to
playing.
sell him now.
Yeah,
He's
but he's
always
injured, isn't he?
injured.
Is he injured?
Always
Right.
injured.
Do you want to bet now
Yeah, I
that
agree.
come the summer, Calvin Phillips,
Yeah.
Grealish
Yeah.
will be on that plane to
And
Germany.
Rashford and Henderson.
And Rashford
And Henderson.
And Harry Maguire, right? 5 players I think should, and even Pickford's a donkey, mate. He shouldn't be there, nowhere near the England squad.
Midget.
But do you know what makes me think, right? Ben White, you're an Arsenal fan. There's a reason why Ben White has asked not to be selected for England. It's got to be the manager. He's thinking, I'm not playing for you, Gareth.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Right? How can you tell me how to play football when you've done nothing?
And tell me I don't like it. I don't like football. This is the story that's there or thereabouts with Ben White.
There's got to be a reason why.
Steve Holland.
Yeah.
Steve Holland.
Definitely.
Steve Holland said to him, you don't like football. And Ben White said, no, I like playing football.
Yeah.
I don't want to be picked to come out for 2 friendlies in the squad and not play a game. He said, that's no good to me. He said, I want to play football.
Is that the reason, yeah?
And this is the argument.
But he's always got a good suntan, hasn't he?
Always.
He must have a suntan.
Always. But he's the best right back in the league this season.
Who, Ben White?
But yeah, in the Premier League, I think, yeah.
What, you think he's better than Walker?
This season, yeah.
Don't know, Conor Bradley's had a good season.
He's had a very good season, but not enough games.
Yeah, exactly.
But not enough games to judge him.
The
young lad. He's not. He's a centre half, Braithwaite. 100 million if you want to buy him in the summer. You watch and see.
Man, you have him.
This boy Conor Bradley, what he's done this season, what I've seen, before and after his dad passed away, to continue playing in that rich vein of form when your dad has passed away, your biggest mentor, has passed away, and you went back home to Ireland for a week and you come back and you're the same player that left when your dad passed away. You got to take your hat off to him. He's a kid, he's a baby.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a baby. And he's absolutely smashing it.
He's had a great season. Like a year ago, he was playing for Bolton, wasn't he? So your mate obviously
got player of the year, didn't he? Got player of the year at Bolton.
Exceptional. But
he looks tall, slim. He looks the business.
He's got a good engine. He's had a phenomenal season.
Yeah, he has.
And obviously the injuries have had for him to step in and take over from Alexander-Arnold and Gomez as well. I mean, I'm pleased Gomez back in the England team because every time that poor bugger gets a call up, he gets injured.
Yes.
He had one for 4 years.
I didn't think you were Gomez a fan of Gomez.
No. This season, Gomez, because he's had regular football,
you see the better player.
Yeah, I think
you see the better player. You know yourself. You need games. You can't be bit part, and be judged.
No.
You need games. You need games. And like Terry said, you know, you need to be picked on merit. On merit. Now, Henderson, for me, no merit. He doesn't deserve this season. Rashford, this season, doesn't deserve it. But he'll get in. And going back to Manu, Kobe, the reason why England have put him in this squad is because he can play for Ghana. He's Ghanaian descent.
Doing that one, are they? Yeah?
And that's what they've done. So to stop Ghana, because he's played Ghana under 18s and maybe Ghana under 21s, England have thought, hold on, let's get him now.
Claire Balding's in the England team? Because apparently he could play for she could play for Scotland.
Is that right? Yeah.
So he said, no, I'll never consider playing for Scotland. So you start thinking, Gordon, in my opinion, is one who deserves to be in the England team.
Yeah.
Because he's been ripping out for Newcastle
He's been good all season.
Right?
All right, boys, listen, we're going to have to call up now. We've got our England mascot here in sunny Tenerife.
All right, Buster.
All right, it's my little boy, Buster.
Fatty Buster Blood Vessel.
If you all watch my little vlogs, he's always on it. We're doing it, ain't you, baby? Right, listen, we've had an absolute cracking morning. All I'm going to say is, big shout out, Si.
Right. At the weekend, I had a group of lads over.
Yeah.
Most of them from West London.
Lovely lads, I met them all.
Webby met them all. They subscribe to the channel, most of them. Some watch it all the time.
More victims.
And I'd like you all to watch it. But I'll tell you what, special out to Mick McCarthy, Ginger Rob, Millsy, the two Petes, especially Pete the Stagman. Good to meet Steve Woods, Chopsy, I already know, Charlie, Leo. They're the names I can remember because it was a very long day and a very long night. But yeah, lads, it was brilliant to see you all, and thanks for coming over. And I'm sure the pub we was in, the Three Horseshoes, they appreciated it as well.
And there was a big QPR man that I met, lovely fella. He's the one that sent me a comment on one of my vlogs.
Shambu, what the big guy?
Lovely fella.
The tall fella or the big Longsy? Longsy. Yeah, Longsy.
What a top fella.
Longsy, absolutely brilliant and knows so much about football.
Lovely fella.
He could come on this show and teach us a thing or two because his memory is unbelievable.
Yeah. No, he was good. He was talking about QPR and whatever.
He knows it. Yeah,
and
he knows the team.
I knew. So he was brilliant.
Yeah, he's really good.
Terry, anybody want to say hello to you, big man?
Yeah, so Jim Ratcliffe. Gareth Shaman, mate. Go on. Come on, give us an early Christmas present.
Give love to your daughter, please.
Yeah, Sophia, get well. Hope you're better.
Yeah, get well.
Sophia, darling.
But no, seriously, so Jim, you're a clever man. Get Gareth in. He is the man. Every man you fan out there, It's going, no, come on.
I think
I
you realise that
Bring back Ollie.
Terry they're not Gareth Southgate fans of England, the England manager.
I don't think Man U fans want Gareth Southgate.
No, that's flesh for sure.
No.
Right, listen, we're going to finish now. I've had an absolute cracking morning. Really, the content.
Listen, you better get to Wembley, mate, because if you don't go to Wembley...
Yeah, we're going to be on you.
Yeah, honestly.
Don't worry about Dawn. Take Dawn with you.
Going to put you on shitfans.com.
The content has been super this morning. All I can say is, Terry, thanks for coming
Thank you,
down
mate.
today. Cheers,
No
big
worries.
man.
Thank you.
Absolutely super. Always big Simon.
Thank you.
You're
Lovely
more
to
than
see you.
welcome, big
Thanks,
man.
mate.
Thank you very
Nice
much.
one,
Happy
Joe.
days.
Thank you, mate.
Well, listen, as I always say, if you like what you hear, you like
Did
what
you like
see.
the video I sent you the other day about in Prague?
Yeah.
It was exceptional.
It was,
Yeah.
It was amazing. You had like Liverpool playing there, didn't you?
And the circus
And a
tent
big
for the Man
circus
United
tent,
team.
yeah, it was a-
Man United Everton, wasn't it?
Czech boys know.
Don't listen
They know
to
how
this
to put a show on.
Cockney Scouser. This is absolutely what a muppet.
Brilliant.
He's off to Bayern Munich soon. And where are you going?
Atalanta.
Have you got your tickets yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well,
No match tickets, just flights and hotels booked. That's all we've got, flights and hotels
all I'm
booked at
going
the
to say
moment.
is, if you haven't subscribed, Webby Sports Roundup, we're trying to get all around the Canary Islands. If you're in Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, La Palma, El Hierro, please.
The football game. Fuerteventura versus Tenerife.
Oh yeah, go on.
Let's get on to that. And we need to speak about this, by the way, because someone's been in contact with you about organising a game.
Yeah, somebody's over in, was it Lanzarote? Fuerteventura.
Coralejo, isn't it? Yeah.
Coralejo, which is, I've never been there, but somebody have said, do you want a football match between
two legs, isn't it? Yeah.
Two islands, home and away, Fuerteventura. One of the sports bars, I can't think top of my head, sorry,
The
big man.
sports bar in Coralejo, isn't it?
That'll do,
Yeah.
so what and tell.
I'm up. Listen, I've got a team, so I need to speak to this fella because obviously he says over 35s. Are we talking 35, 36s or more my age? So I've got, and is it 7-a-side or 11s?
Okay.
Get more info on it, and we're definitely up for it, definitely.
Yeah, okay, we'll sort that out when the time comes.
But if you can't go and watch Coventry at Wembley, you're not coming Coralejo with us, mate.
Yeah, you won't make that either.
You pay for the tickets, now shut your face, get out of there.
No.
So all you got to do is subscribe to Webby Sports Roundup.
More subscribers.
More subscribers, comments down below. Facebook page, obviously, for Foggy, my number 99. Does a phenomenal job. Right, tomorrow, live here again.
And a red shoe for the more discerning viewer.
9:30 tomorrow morning, with live here with two guests. Kevin, before he goes on Tuesday, massive Borough fan, lovely fella. And we've got a very special guest coming as well, which I think he's been on before, but we'll have to wait and see. He's absolutely superb. So we're talking about all about rugby union, rugby league, golf. Don't forget the golf channel. I've got Webby's hole-in-one show. Starts now.
Sounds
we're
interesting.
Sending videos every single week. We've got Alan Homemade Vlogs. He is the logistics manager of the Royal Troon British Open Championship, which starts on the 14th of July to the 21st of July. But he's there now, setting it all up. It is absolutely phenomenal. So thanks for that, Alan. Absolutely super. We're partnership. So he's doing vlogs. He's doing all of them. Send them to me and we're going to put them out together. Got to get more subscribers in the golfing fraternity. Okay? All I'm going to say is...
What about your Homes in the Sun channel you're doing? Walking around the resort channel, it's all property now. He's branching out, isn't he?
Right,
Dion Dublin.
Yeah.
Dion, you better watch this.
He's coming for you.
I'm going to be, next couple of weeks, I'm going to be into Las Americas.
Sent me a video the other day. I thought I was on the wrong channel.
I'm going to be going through all the sports bars that obviously mention us. So if you want to mention on the show, all you got to do is watch and subscribe, send it on the Facebook page to Foggy, and I will give you big mentions, and I will walk round the bars and give you lots of mentions. Let's grow this channel. Webby Sports Roundup from Terry, again, my number 2.
Afternoon.
And from the big man.
See you later, people.
Number 3.
Thanks for watching.
I've got my number 4 tomorrow, and all I'm going to say is you have a great weekend and enjoy yourself. Webby Sports Roundup here in sunny Tenerife. Now I've got to go and turn you off, so be quiet, you two.
Can't believe he's not going Wembley.